I'm smiling today. Why? Because I saw Strays. It's streaming on Peacock. Don't laugh. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's me, and today we're gonna take a look at the movie Strays. I missed it when it was in theaters, but saw it last night. Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, do me a favor. Subscribe down below. Like and subscribe. Sandy, tell them. All right, so man's best friend is a dog. But what if that man was a complete dirtbag, an a-hole? Well, that's what this movie's about. And it's time for a little doggy revenge. It's a simple premise. The dogs have got to get together, go from point A, get to point B, and succeed. But the journey is spectacular. Will Ferrell, Jamie Foxx, Isla Fisher, Randall Park, these are the four main dogs that you're focused on the entire movie, and they do a magnificent job. Will Ferrell especially, for me, when you watch his innocence in some of his movies like Elf and so on and so forth, he pulls that off magnificently in this film, but everybody else rounds it off awesome. So the things that this movie gets criticized for are the very things that made it absolutely hysterical to me, and I loved every bit of it. It's crude, it's vulgar, it's childish, it's disgusting, and it's funny as hell. Let's be honest, if you don't like that kind of a movie, you're not gonna like this. But if you can just turn your brain off and let yourself kick into child mode, it's hysterical. One thing, if you don't like bad language, oh my God, stay away from this movie. If you're gonna get offended by every F-bomb, you'll be sitting there, you'll walk out in the first 5 minutes, because it's just littered with it. And if you know that right away, you're gonna be like, okay, I expected that, you're gonna be fine. I laughed my ass off watching this film. And it's funny because I can, of course, and do love movies like Oppenheimer, Killers of the Flower Moon. You watch these like exquisite, unbelievably well done movies, and I'm like, yes, those are rocking. But I can also just stop and watch this mindless humor and just laugh, because that's what I did here, and it was magnificent. I watched it with my family. For me, the thing that surprised me was actually some of the quality of the filmmaking, the cinematography, the actual animation of the dogs moving their mouths was spectacular. There was only one scene, there was like, the CGI you could tell, and it wasn't the greatest in the world, but again, it's forgivable because of the film that it is. Now, surprisingly, this movie had a lot of heart. They were making points, very emotional, literally emotional points that meant something. It wasn't just this like, throwing, penis jokes and poop jokes all over the place. They had a story behind it, and you saw that come together with this camaraderie of the animals, and it was actually touching. It was really actually important. And I thought that was way, way more than I expected in this film. All right, so what am I gonna give this as a score? I have to be honest here, I'm gonna give the movie a 75. As much as I'm bragging about it, I'll explain in a second. But as far as the movie's concerned, there are a few things here and there. It's childish. The simplicity of it doesn't warrant like a super high score, but 75 is certainly respectable. That being said, do I recommend this? 100%. If you're the type of person who likes these raunchy comedies, I think back to my childhood. Porky's, Animal House, Caddyshack. These are not these magical, theatrical masterpieces. They're just fun to watch. All right, so the movie's hysterical. As long as you like that kind of humor, and I can do that kind of humor, it's magnificent. It's super awesome. And it also that touches on so many of those more important things and emotional things, and they set up these relationships that meant something. It actually taught lessons to people in this film that I never expected it to come across the way that it did. I expected so little from this film, and as I'm watching, I'm like, that's really well done. So here's my recommendation. Turn off your brain, turn it on, and just enjoy it. All right, everybody, that wraps it up for me today. Thanks so much for stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.